want to talk about how to stay disciplined when you're just not feeling it. You know those days when you wake up and you stare at your to-do list and think, yeah, no thanks. Or as we are now past the Thanksgiving holiday and we're fully into Christmas holiday season, how many of us are in holiday mode, hoping that we can only dig out once January arrives? It's not that you don't want to be productive, you just don't feel like it. So welcome to the human condition. But here's the truth. Success doesn't care how you feel. It cares about what you do. The good news here is that discipline can be built and it doesn't have to feel like boot camp. So let's dive into how to get stuff done, even when you'd rather be doing something else. There's a lot of science to the, I don't wanna, believe it or not. Have you ever wondered why staying disciplined, it feels like dragging yourself through molasses some days? You're blaming your brain. But dopamine drives motivation. So when your dopamine levels are low, thanks to sleep deprivation or stress, right? Tasks feel way harder than they actually are. And your willpower is infinite. It is not infinite. It's very finite. So studies show when we have a limited supply of self-control each day, kind of like your phone battery. When it's gone, it's gone. And if it's been drained by decision-making or by a lot of stress, good luck resisting that third donut, right? I think we all find ourselves in that emotional spiral. Why is discipline greater than motivation? Motivation is like a flaky friend. It's there when the good vibes are good, but you can't always count on them. Discipline, on the other hand, is that reliable friend who shows up at 6 a.m. for a workout, even in the rain. In fact, there's one study that found that disciplined people are happier overall because they avoid procrastination. They get things done and they don't stress about undone tasks. How can we get disciplined when we're just not feeling it? Like, what's the strategy here? So let's be real. Nobody really feels like crushing goals 24/7. There's nobody that does. Even if they say they are, they're lying to you. But here are some fun and science-backed hacks to stay disciplined anyway. The first hack is make it ridiculously easy. So you want to work out? Lay out your gym clothes the night before. Need to write a report? Open your laptop and start with the first sentence. People are 42% more likely to follow through when they reduce the attraction and the activation energy for tasks. So they might be really excited to do it, but actually sitting down and doing it is two different things. A second tip is bribe yourself. Yep, like a toddler, promise yourself a reward for completing a task. It might be a fancy coffee, it might be 20 minutes of TikTok scrolling, or even just maybe a celebratory dance break. Rewards release dopamine, so it makes your brain more likely to repeat behavior. And set a timer. Try that. Tell yourself that you only have to do a task for 10 minutes, say. Often getting started is the hardest part, right? And once you get in the groove, you'll keep on going. This is called the Zeigarnik effect, and it shows that we're more likely to finish a task once we get started. So I don't know if you guys have tried this, especially for working out. If you don't feel like it, just put a timer. I'm going to work out for 10 minutes. And then you find you're walking out of the gym 30 minutes or maybe an hour later and feeling good about yourself. A fourth tip is gamify it. Turn your task into a game. Track your streaks and make some maybe mini challenges for yourself. Or compete with a friend. Who can finish their to-do list first? The loser buys lunch. Gamification can increase productivity by up to 20%, so why not make it fun? And don't wait to feel inspired. Action creates momentum, which often leads to motivation, not the other way around, unfortunately. So there's a study from the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology. They found that people who take even small actions, they feel more motivated to continue. So how about that? So give yourself some grace. Discipline doesn't mean perfection. Nobody's perfect, and if you're striving for that, you're going to lose. I hate to be the bearer of that bad news. You're not a robot, and even if you were, robots break down too. If you slip up, don't spiral into that guilt. Instead, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? And keep moving forward. So some final thoughts here. Discipline isn't always being superhuman. You're not someone who could just power through everything with ease oftentimes. We're just not built that way. It's about building habits. It's about finding tricks that work for you. Maybe not for me, but for you. And showing up when you are not feeling it. So the next time that you're tempted to skip out on your goals or skip out on the gym, remember, start small, reward yourself, and fake it till you make it if you have to. Because once you're in the zone, there's no stopping you. Now tell me, what is your go-to hack, I guess you would say, to staying disciplined when motivation is MIA? So share your secret sauce in the chat. I'm all ears, and I'm sure everyone would love to hear from you. So if you found this content valuable, please consider subscribing. Please consider sharing this with someone that might need some help in getting in the right direction with their habits and their goals. And we'll see you all in the next video.